Ah, screw it, I'll just make a review. So thanks to Joe, I just found out that Disney made a magical girl anime last month. How am I not gonna watch that?
Get a load of this!
Star versus the Forces of Evil, or whatever it's called, doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. Regardless, this is the second Disney show to have a female creator. Like that really matters as we live in a world of equality, but the internet considers this important information. The show starts off with the intro, which in my opinion is pretty lame music. I got something much better. Perfect. Disney needs to learn what good anime opening music sounds like. It looks good, at least, so far. Now, the show begins and we learn about our main character, Star. She likes to fight bad guys? Yeah, things are already going downhill. The enemies are very basic monsters. They wield massive, sharp weapons, but a single hit from them, and they're defeated. So of course, she's the princess of this kingdom, and on her 14th birthday, which happens to be today, she gets to have this powerful device capable of mass destruction. After destroying her own kingdom in incompetence, she is banished to Earth. Like we didn't see that coming. This is where we meet the other main character, Marco, who knows karate apparently, but he doesn't tell you until later. It's important though. So Star is under the guise of a transfer student, and Marco must be her guide in the school. And you guessed it, they don't hook up. Prepare for unnecessary love triangles that sprout instead. Yay. So the whole disguise thing actually doesn't last, which is a pleasant surprise. The kids know that she is magic, and have no problem with it whatsoever. Definitely not cliche. Anyway, they get home, and like every other anime, the wimpy kid gets random magical girls living with him. Wouldn't it be so nice if real life was like that too?
Why can't life be like a fantasy so I can have my waifu?
And of course, the parents are also unfazed. Boom, magical bedroom. They try it on Marco's room, but Star sucks instead of blows, and Marco just gets wet. What? That's actually what happened.
Suck! Suck!
I just purposefully made it sound bad. Anyway, Marco becomes a crackhead outside of the local 7-Eleven because of this.
Refill? Don't make eye contact.
Of course, Star shows up and they whine about the misunderstanding, then the villain shows up, and now, okay, to be brutally honest, this villain is lame, stupid, and not funny. They beat the villain with relative ease and the episode ends, and again, the outro music is subpar, but the animation is nice. Now why the flying doorknob did I review this freaking anime? Well, it's actually quite good as a standalone episode. It has great animation, great characters, and the beginnings of a good plot. The only problem with this show is the villain, and this has a really bad effect on the whole overarching plot, if there even is one now. Imagine in Star Wars if the Emperor was Jar Jar, and his motivation was the same. He would have been easily defeated at any point during his rise to power. Same thing here. This villain is incompetent in every way. A good villain defeats the heroes first, and then the heroes need to learn how to fight back. That creates a story, a conflict. The villain appears, sucks at being a villain, and then is defeated. Every episode. Again, imagine if at the end of A New Hope, Darth Vader came out and Ben killed him instead. No plot anymore, Darth Vader is dead. Because of this, every episode of the show will be the same. No overarching story at all. I get that the villain here is trying to be comedic, but this isn't a smart move in storytelling. A villain needs to be difficult to overcome. They don't even make his defeat funny, it's just pathetic. Listen to me trying to tell some children's show how to be good. Really, this is just my opinion. I don't really want to binge watch an anime that has no progression. If I learn later that this villain is replaced by something better, then I'll put the time into it. It's definitely not a bad show in any way. It may not be like constantly laugh out loud funny, but it has some good chuckle moments. If you like modern cartoons or Disney Channel cartoons, I recommend it. It still has a different mini plot each episode, so that's something new to keep coming back to, just nothing as expansive as, say, what Gravity Falls has to offer. Will I do more cartoon reviews? Hint, hint, Steven Universe? No, the only Steve I know is the Pikmin. And maybe I'll put out a rant on how Adventure Time after Season 3 sucks and how all the Adventure Time clones need to stop. Seriously, Awkward Tumblr Kids, the series, needs to die by fire. Regardless, I think it's safe to say, Magical Girl is love. Magical Girl is life.